Yeah, I mean. So for tonight, we gonna see what they do. See how far we can get tonight. I'm looking at like a 2 to 3 hour stream. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can get some shit going. You know what I mean? Plus we're gonna do some gaming reactions before we get into that. What standing desk? Yes, Q. But upon that, dog. We evolve in a dog. We evolved. Yeah, I mean, because I said a lot, so we had to get the standing desk, bro. How you been, bro? Welcome in. But yeah, tonight we're gonna continue our playthrough of Darksiders 3. We're gonna do some gaming reactions, and we go vibe out. So sound request is on if y'all wanna listen to some music for the YouTube people. If y'all wanna hear the music, hop on over to the purple app side and let's get things going. What? Or you can stay there if you don't care about the music. You can head out over on the YT. So it's all good. Let's get into it. First and foremost, let me see. Let's check out some gaming news. I forgot to go live on the vertical, but it's all good. We live now, though. Nikovic, what's goody, bro? Welcome in. How you doing? We can't even show it out, dog. We can't even show it out. How am I gonna set that up? Hold up, let me see something. I should be able to shout you out though. Watch me freaking thing. I'm gonna find one. I should be able to do all of that with StreamerBot though. So chat, I'm looking to transition to StreamerBot like fully now. I think I'm moving away from Sammy. You will? Oh, word? That's what's up. Like people know what I go on, dog. Tell them say what I go on. Place different, bro. You ain't got to tell me. You're still there. You know what I mean? Imagine me going there now, bro. I don't know anybody there. First and foremost, hold up, chat. I'm gonna queue up a video for StreamerBot, so after stream I can look at it. StreamerBot setup. What are some things that I want to do with StreamerBot, chat? Let me pull up a note. Oh, I forgot to put the music back on. StreamerBot to-dos. Oh, word? Damien, what's good? Welcome in. How you doing? Wagwan. Oh, really? I figured it would, though. It's been a minute. But we knew it was going to happen. Yo, that shit was bound to happen, bro. Plaza Albo. Damn. Sounds like you haven't been there in a minute, dog. Setup. Shout outs. Wagwan shortcut. All right, chat. So first and foremost, let me kill the music from my side. What is going on with this thing? All right, chat. So, new Marvel fighting game reveals exciting details ahead of PlayStation State of Play. So, this is from Derek Nichols. Thanks to the update Steam page, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls revealed new information about how many characters will be available at launch, other features. After its surprise reveal during last summer's State of Play, Marvel Tokon Fighter Souls, I keep saying Fighter Souls, it's Fighting Souls, has been an intriguing title for many, harking back to classic tag style games like Marvel vs. Capcom. This collaboration between Marvel, Sony, and Arc System Works adds a Japanese infused twist to many iconic characters, such as Iron Man having a Gundam inspired suit. Still within expected 2026 launch, fans are itching for new reveals and details. Following the reveal of Marvel Fighting Souls, fans didn't have to wait too long to go hands-on with the game, as not only was the game at various shows like Evo 2025 and Tokyo Game Show, but there was also a closed beta test, which I actually got to try out, but it wasn't something about the game wasn't really holding me, to be honest with you guys. But let's continue. While the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls beta was fairly limited in terms of its content, only featuring the original New York City map, only 6 of the 8 revealed fighters. It gave players a chance to try out its unique 4v4 style gameplay and provide valuable feedback to development teams. While it's a no, he didn't say that correctly. Jack, look at this, because I know I can read. While it's been a little while since Arc System Works has given fans an update regarding its upcoming fighter, another big reveal could be on the way very soon. Marvel Tokon Fighter, see, keep saying fighter. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls new game details. While it could be coincidence, the timing of the recent Steam store page for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls led most to assume the game could be featured during Sony's upcoming State of Play. When is the State of Play, by the way? Let me check. February 12th. So it's in 2 days, chat. New details have been shared through Steam, confirming a total of 20 characters on launch roster in addition to current 8 revealed fighters in Marvel Tokon. With 4v4 battles being the focus of the Arc System game, 20 characters may be slightly disappointing for fans. Yes, because that doesn't seem like much, to be honest, even though you can mix and match and all that other stuff. Though it's highly likely that more are added through DLC, considering the development studio's history with the other franchises like Guilty Gear and BlazBlue. However, the launch roster wasn't the only big piece of news to be revealed via Steam. New features and modes were also confirmed in the updated listing, including 64-player online lobbies. The description promised standard versus modes, local multiplayer options, and a single-player episode mode. In this mode, players will experience a deep dive into the various teams to learn more about the different dynamics as well as Marvel lore. Either way, it's pretty standard selection of modes that one would likely find in most fighting games these days. PC players also received a shout out on the Steam page as the description confirmed a few additional features. Specifically, players with a beefy enough rig can take advantage of. Nova, what's goody? How you doing? Welcome in. Where was I? Specifically, players with a beefy enough rig can take advantage of the ultra settings, turning a high performance value like 60 FPS, which is locked during matches, and 4K visuals. The PlayStation DualSense controller is also supported for PC players. Okay. Though a wired connection is required in order to experience the full range in-game control features, of course, Marvel Tokon players can also pick up a flex stick. Oh, that's the new fighting stick from Sony, right? Sony's first ever fighting stick controller. Yep. Kate Ashwell, what's good? Welcome in. How you doing? So I gotta manually send my walk-ons now, chat. I can't just press. I gotta do it through this freaking bot now. I gotta fix that off stream. I'm gonna need some help to set up streamer bot, bro. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yo, Cash, your voice low and the music loud. The music is loud. Wait a minute. If the music... Chat, my apologies. I should have turned the music down. How's that? Cade, what's good? Thank you. Welcome in. I'm scrapbooking, so listen. I definitely want to see what you got cooking, Nova. What specifically are you doing with the scrapbook? I want to know. All right, let's get back into this real quick. As is the case with most fighting games, the roster of characters is a major element for fans. It's been a while since Arc System Works has revealed new content for the game, with Spider-Man, Robbie Reyes, and Robbie Reyes' version of Ghost Rider being the most recent addition to various. Thank you for that. Who did that? Who did that fist bump? Oh, it's that K with that fist bump. Let's go. So listen, Kate. If you get to 25, it's a wheel spin. Provided the wheel spin actually fucking works. Let's see. I'm gonna press it. Hopefully the wheel spin works. And it does not work. Hold up, let me switch to my main chat. The wheel spin should work. The wheel spin does not work because this bot sucks. Wagwan. It's ever since it got the update, it's like nothing is communicating through the Stream Deck anymore. Let me see. Where's the wheel? I just want to give you guys a demonstration. If I can find the fucking wheel. Oh, there it goes. The wheel's right here. So chat, this is the wheel. For those who are new, that's the wheel. And if you say, for instance, get something, like you get to that 25 or you give 5 subs, we spin a wheel. And you have the opportunity of winning something. It says roll again, so you would have to roll again and all that shit. But anyways, you get the ideas. You get the damn idea. All right. Okay, where did I stop? It was talking about Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider being the most recent addition to various show builds. The X-Mansion stage was also revealed later in 2025 with a variety of popular X-Men in the background, leading many to wonder of characters like Psylocke, Gambit, Iceman are suddenly deconfirmed as being playable. Considering that producer Takashi Yamanaka has previously said that Arc System is planning 10 years of support for Marvel Token Fighting Souls. Holy shit. That's crazy, bro. 10 years. This game, they're planning to support this game for 10 years. It's highly likely that there will be a favorite character for all players at some point. Chat, what do you think about this for my fighting game fans in there? By the way, old name. Oh, it's Noji? Oh, okay. Cool. I changed my name because I realized so many people have some names, so that's why I did that. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm glad it's you, Noji. Welcome in. All right, but I think let me switch back to the reaction. I think that that's actually pretty awesome for them to. Now it also depends on if this game does well, because if this game sucks or people are not supporting the game, then I don't foresee them supporting the game for 10 years. I just don't. So hopefully, this game, they fixed the issues that fans had. I didn't get to try the game extensively to have any kind of real feedback, but I know a lot of people have issues with the game in its current state. But again, it was a beta, so I'm pretty sure that's why they released that beta, so they can get some feedback. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Who's that character? Wait a minute, Spectre? Shadow Fiend? I don't know. Bane? What? Come on, bro. That's Pikachu. What is this? I actually like this. We could play something like this, chat. I don't know what that is. I'm not that big of like a Pokemon fan, okay? Oh, it's Ariel. I thought it was a Pokemon for some reason. I don't know what that is. Pyro. There you go. I don't know a lot of these people. Bulbasaur? I guess. Oh, it's Steve. Sorry. I put Roblox Avatar by accident, but hey, they're all the same to me. Don't know what that. Jafar. That's Jafar. That's Link. I mean, I didn't do bad. All right, chat. Let's move on. So when it confirms PlayStation State of Play this week, yeah, we already know that it's coming. It's the 12th. So guys, stay tuned. I might react to that live on stream. Marvel outlines every coming. Okay, we can watch a video. I don't want to read all this shit. I think one of us already covered this though. I think Tinky probably covered it. If you guys want to hear Tinky's feedback, I think he's the go-to guy when it comes to like Marvel Rivals stuff, Marvel Rivals content. Shout out to Tinky. Pokemon TCG Pocket has a problem. It's struck. Okay. Don't really care about this, but chat. One in the chat if y'all want me to read about this. Two, if y'all want me to move on. If you don't really care, I'll give you some time. But we're gonna talk about Ubisoft. Why Ubisoft workers are striking across multiple countries. This is pretty interesting because I feel like Ubisoft has been facing a downtrend for a very long time. So this is gonna put an even more larger dent in what's currently happening. You know what I mean? Ubisoft recent restructuring has pushed its employee to a breaking point this week. The halls of the massive publisher are unusually empty today as a 3-day company-wide strike kicks off. Following a wave of studio closures, project cancellations, and forced return to office mandates, a group of French unions, including the STJV, CFE, CGC, CGT, Printemps, include. Listen, bro, there's a lot of numbers and acronyms and all this shit here. Solidarity Info. This is French. I'm not even going to attempt it. Has called for a company-wide strike on February 10, 11, and 12. This isn't just a small disagreement over office perks. It's a battle for the future of the game development of the publisher. The firing that sparked the strike, how a LinkedIn critique of Ubisoft return to office policy is okay. Escalated labor tension. So something happened which led to all of this. The tension reached, I thought it was mainly because of the new direction they were going in, but no, something happened. The tension reached a breaking point on February 2nd when David McLeod Crump, a key designer on Assassin's Creed series, was fired for commenting publicly on Ubisoft's new policy requiring workers to return to the office 5 days a week. So Ubisoft want to bring back 5 days in the office because they believe in collaboration. But come on, we're not completely stupid. We very well know why you want to go back to 5 days in the office. Spoiler alert, it's not about efficiency or collaboration, he wrote on LinkedIn. Shit. Ubisoft officially claimed the firing was due to a breach of duties of loyalty, but the developer community isn't buying it. In an executive interview with Game Rant, SDJV, Syndicate des Travelers et Travaux. Listen, we're just gonna stick to the acronyms, okay, chat? Video Game Workers Union. So it's a Video Game Workers Union. Oh, or the Video Game Workers Union. Why didn't you just say that, bro? Like, I Representative explained that this move is a classic scare tactic. We won't be silenced by intimidation. Heartless was good. Welcome in, bro. How you doing? Did we just get hit with a raid from Heartless? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? Chad, give me a second. So I'm going to be slow to the Wagwans tonight because I got a new update with the bot. So it took a while. Hades was good. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How we doing tonight? Heartless, how was the stream? We're kind of going over this whole company-wide strike on Ubisoft, which I was unaware of until just now. I'm slow to the Wagwan. I hate you. Listen, bro. I need to fix it. I think I'm going to fully go to streamer bot, bro. But anyways, let's get back into it. Ubisoft officially claims that its firing was due to a breach of duties of loyalty, but the developer community isn't buying it. In an executive interview with Game Rant at STJV, or the Video Games Workers Union, representative explained that this move is a classic scare tactic. We won't be silenced by intimidation tactics, said the union in a collective response to Game Rant. However, let's be real. That era where AAA leads can speak transparently has pretty much never existed. People have always been told to keep quiet. If anything, people speak out more. Hence the conflict arising. The union believes individual transparency is dead, and the AAA space making collective bargaining the only safe way to speak up. The union. Oh wait, so I'm thinking about this just now, right? There's a lot of companies that are currently trying to unionize as well because of all of the shit that's been happening. And I say good on them to some degree. I totally get it. Job security is very important. I'm not fully aware of what's going on when it comes to the union over here in the U.S. though, because I feel like there's so many people being like let go in the game space. I think more than 1/3 of the gaming industry has been let go, if I'm not mistaken. That's crazy, bro. That's a large margin. Says we won't be silenced. Wait, never been existed. I'm trying to catch myself. Okay. The union believes individual transparency is dead in the AAA space, making collective bargaining the only safe way to speak up. The union as an organization can afford to speak out. Truth that could cost the individual their position, added the union. Michard Kump himself later told reporters that success in game development isn't about fundamentals like clarity of goals, trust or documentations, tooling, or communication practices, not physical proximity. Game Rant reached out to Ubisoft for comments with an interview request on the topic, but has received no response as of publication. Return to office is a stealth layoff. How so? Unions argue Ubisoft's 5 days in the office mandate is designed to push remote hires out without... Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That's all I got, Cam. Now it makes sense. So they're saying this 5 days a week mandate is to get rid of remote workers. Bro. Without paying them severance. That's fucked up, bro. The evidence lies in how many of our colleagues are telling us outright and have told HR and management that those decisions are pushing them away, the union said. Many workers were hired with fully remote contracts and live hours away from the office. For them, this policy change means there is no option but to leave. God damn it. Yo, Ubisoft every day, bro. My gosh, bro. Carmel Smith, president of the CWA Canada, the country's only all-media union, pointed out that the industry's crunch culture makes working from home a necessity for survival. Kirby, what's goody? How you doing? How you doing, Kirby? How you doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you in days, Kirby. This is a damn shame, bro. Work from home is highly desired in this industry because workers are routinely forced to work long hours, 12 hours, 7 days a week, to deliver projects on schedule, Smith told Game Rant via email. Oftentimes, their work is coordinated through Zoom anyway, and does not occur strictly in person. They may be required to be present in the office in person, then meet with their colleagues on Team/Zoom, she said. Smith also noted that most employees work from home for over 2 years during the pandemic without any issues, making the sudden ban feel like a deliberate disruption of their personal lives. Now, that's facts. Because if you're in a system, if you've been a part of the system for that long of a time, and then you're just gonna and it almost seems as if they're not giving them any time to kind of adjust to it. It's just like, this is what it is, and you're gonna have to work with it, or just, you gotta go. That's fucked up. Reorganization nightmare. While labor groups say Ubisoft's new structure make future layoffs easier to justify. The strike is fueled by a massive restructuring called Ubisoft's new operation model, backed by a $1.39 billion investment from Tencent. Ubisoft has split itself into 5 different creative houses, which is wild. I didn't know that. I thought it was just 2. I thought it was the new one, which is the Venture or something Ventures, and then just traditional Ubisoft. But to know that it's 5 now is wild. Each house's system promotes promised autonomy. The STJV thinks these houses are a scam. The argument that the structure should foster creativity may sound fine in the abstract, the union noted, but in that very email where Mr. Gilmut announced the structure, he also decided all on his own to go back on work from home arrangements that doesn't bode well for the promised autonomy. Instead, it sees the house as a silo designed to make future studio closures easier. This sounds like a way to offload less profitable brands to structure. Sorry about that, Jet. To structures that could be jettisoned off to some point, indeed, the union said. Management claims these moves are necessary to save $240 million over the next 2 years, but the STJV isn't impressed by the massive Tencent payout. This is all so they can like seem more profitable in the eyes of investors. That's all this move is for. So when you basically get rid of this many people simultaneously, it then props up the company because that's the salary that you don't have to pay goes right back into the company. That's exactly what's happening. Face has cursed. So exactly. That's exactly what they're doing, Hades. While still laying a bunch of people off. Exactly, bro. Yo, these companies, bro. How many games did they cancel a couple of weeks ago? I know they canceled Prince of Persia, and I have a strong suspicion that we're never gonna see the Splinter Cell remake. They're gonna announce that they've canceled that game. I promise you. I promise you, they're gonna announce that they have. Union supports its record highs as AI anxiety grows. GDC survey reveals overwhelming pro-union sentiment among the next generation of game makers. So yeah, they're pushing this AI thing too. So that's also a factor in all of this shit. They say capitalism at its finest. Yep. This is their way of cutting corners, but I don't know if Ubisoft doesn't realize, like, yo, when they do shit like this, it may look good on paper for investors, but only for a short time. Because after a while, they're gonna see right through the bullshit. They're going to, bro. If fans are not buying your games, your company is not profitable. Period. Period, bro. The strike is set to end on February 12th, and the same day Ubisoft released its newest financial report. But the union will put. Oh, okay, wait a minute. The strike is set to end on February 12th, the same day Ubisoft releases its newest financial report. So, all of this, I feel like, it's just speculation, is to prop up their financial report. All of this is to prop up their financial report. Wow. Damn, Ubisoft. Damn, damn, damn. Yo, bro. I'm telling you, bro. These companies don't give a shit about their people, bro. Straight up. So this is the new kid that they've that was very abrupt. My bad. Let's pretend. Let's start over. So let's move on, Chad. It's crazy how they don't even try to hide it. They don't. They don't care anymore. They don't care anymore. And I feel like I wonder if it's because they've got that strong backing from Tencent. I really think that's what it is. I suppose people are just now starting to resist. Yeah, I really feel like it's the Tencent thing though. They feel emboldened to do that because they don't want to lose that Tencent deal. So they're gonna do it. They have any willpower. Yeah. And like I said, bro, Tencent is only backing a handful of games, which is Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and I think Far Cry. Those are the only three games that they care about because those are the three biggest games Ubisoft has. Those are the three biggest games they have. And what do you want to bet that a lot of their games are going to be live service models? What are you willing to bet that those three games are going in a live service direction? Rainbow Six is pretty much a live service game as it is already anyways. It is a live service game. Right? But I can promise you this because I feel like they lightly tested it with Assassin's Creed when they made that hub. The what's the name of that? The Anubis Hub or some shit. They tried it. They just didn't make it like uh, um a shop. Essentially, they didn't make it a shop. You didn't have to buy anything, but you could access all your games from here. They tried to sell you on this new hub, the Anubis Hub, or you can go there and access all of your games from this local area, and you can unlock stuff and pick things up and do missions and buy new cosmetics by completing missions in the games and shit. That's what they were trying to do. That was them testing the waters with that shit. I promise you, they're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And I don't think it makes sense for a single player game to have live service elements because I think that's total bullshit. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a developer. Not yet, anyways. So we have, and then there's Far Cry. It's gonna happen. It doesn't. Single player games should get expand. Yes, exactly. That's all it needs. But unfortunately, people keep buying the shit. Yeah, and we talked about this on the podcast recently, right? Companies like live service games are not going anywhere. Companies are gonna keep backing live service game because it's like a lottery for them, right? They're gonna keep dumping money into this shit because in their mind they just need one game to break out. One game. And that one game would pay off for all the losses of the previous games that they bombed with. That's what they're hoping for. That's all they're hoping for. Because if they end up with a game for, let's say, they had a bunch of Concords. If a company had 3 Concords, and then they end up with, let's say, an Apex Legends, that Apex Legends would pay off. And I don't mean current Apex Legends. I'm probably like early Apex Legends. Early Apex Legends, right? That game would pay off all the accumulating debt and all the losses from those previous 3 games. Does that make sense? Of game devs. If you squint, not very. Yep. That's for sure. That's definitely what it is, bro. But anyways, chat. Let's get into the next story of the day. Callum Vinson will portray Atreus in Amazon's God of War series. I don't know about this kid though. He looks too young to play Atreus, but again, this is probably like an earlier picture of him. I'd like to see what he looks like currently. It's very interesting that they chose this iteration of God of War to start with, but hey. Are they gonna do like a flashback to like previous version of Kratos when he was in Greece? Is that what we're gonna do? Like, I'm curious. I want to see what they do. I don't mind the actor though. I don't remember his name, but I don't mind him as Kratos. This kid, I kind of have to see him in action. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about this. Y'all ready to get into some game chat? A good face or opiate? To yell boy at? Boy. Watch your tone, boy. Riot Games laid off the THQ development team. This is also very wild, right? I think over 80 people got laid off, bro. Let me just run through this real quick. Riot Games is laying off half of the THQ development team. Heartless brought up a very interesting question about this, right? He said that we don't know, like, was this always the plan, right? Or is this just to keep the game alive? Like, did they start off with, like, all hands on deck to get the game out, and now they can kind of cut back on the team so they can, you know what I mean? I wonder if that's what it was. But that's a pretty interesting point. we won't know until somebody comes out and confirms that, though. All right. Another day, another wave of gaming layoffs. Today, Riot Games with the announcement that it's cutting jobs on its pair-based fighting game to scale. For context, the representative from Riot confirmed to game developer that about 80 people are being cut, or roughly half of the 2Xscale global development team. As we expanded from PC to console, we saw consistent trends in how players were engaging with 2Xscale, according to blog posts from the executive producer Tom Cannon. The game has resonated with a passionate core audience, but overall momentum hasn't reached the level needed to support a team of this size. So it's a cutback. It's a cutback because the game is not getting enough support, like they said. This is definitely a cutback. This was not planned. This was not planned. Is 2Xscale on life support, chat? The console launch for 2Xscale happened last month. Cannon said the company's plans for the 2Xscale for 2026 competitive season have not altered with its layoffs. He added that Riot will attempt to place the impacted people at new positions within the company where possible. She's no good, man. She's no good. Bro, it feels like we're hearing layoffs like every other day, bro. It's fucking crazy. I wonder what was their goal. I want what the number they were looking for in terms of like player support. I wonder what that was. And yet the game and skin prices keep going up. Exactly, and I think it goes up because the game is hemorrhaging money, I feel like. And they probably did that cutback so they can cure. Yeah. They probably did that so the game could survive to some degree. I don't know how long this game's gonna. Because if you think about it, right? I'm pretty sure they have a tournament that they also fund, right? Does Riot? Let me double check that. I don't want to lie. Does Riot host a 2Xscale tournament? Yes, Riot Games actively sponsors and support 2Xscale tournaments as part of its 2Xscale competitive series, which includes 20 partner-led events such as the 2026 circuit featuring major events like Frosty Faustings, DreamHack Atlanta. These tournaments focus on the community-led in-person online events with Riot-provided pot bonuses such as the First Impact program. So yeah, they're funding a lot of these things because they're funding like the prize pools and stuff too. So I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to, they want to be able to keep doing that, I guess. That sucks. After a lot of discussion and reflection, we are reducing the size of the 2Xscale team. I want you to know that the decision wasn't made lightly. Corporate speak. It's just like a bunch of jargon. As we expanded from PC to console, we saw consistent trends where whatever the hell we just read. You know what I mean? With a smaller focused team, we're going to dig in and make key improvements to the game, including some of the things we've already heard you ask for. We'll share some of our plans soon. Our plans for the 2026 competitive series are unchanged. We remain committed to partnering with tournament organizers and local communities. Our focus will continue to be on supporting the event and organizing the already power the FGC. Ultimately, this decision reflects a shift in how we operate. This isn't a judgment on individual rioters or signal that the journey is over. We're reshaping the team to give 2Xscale a more suitable path forward. About the people behind the game, I want to be clear about something that matters deeply to me. The people who helped ship 2Xscale poured years of creativity, care, and belief into this game. Taking creative risks like this is hard, and the work they did is real and meaningful. We're committed to supporting impacted rioters throughout this transition, including helping them explore opportunities within Riot where possible, and proving a minimum of 6 months of notice pay and severance where it's not. Okay. Going forward, I know this update will raise questions and concerns that understandable. We'll continue to communicate about how things are progressing rather, pardon my Jamaican, in the journey so far. We've been humbled and dazzled by energy and passion you've brought to the 2XKO community. The energy matters, and it will help fuel us into this next chapter as we improve the game. Thank you for the players thank you for playing 2XKO, for caring enough to ask hard questions, and for being a part of the community. Tom Cannon. So yeah, chat, that's pretty much it. What do you? I hate to say this, but what? How long do you guys give 2XKO? Hate to say it. How long do you think this game's gonna last for? Because it looks like if this game, they're gonna keep shedding if they don't get the support that they're looking for. I believe it's gonna keep happening. All right, chat. That's pretty much it for tonight. Let's get into some games. I really hope that the 2XKO team can turn things around. I hate seeing people like put this much work into something like that. Must have had an unrealistic expectation. I think so too. I feel like a lot of these games have these like overblown expectations, and when it doesn't meet that, they consider whatever they're doing a failure, which is unfortunate because at the end of the day, the people at the top, they're not the ones who are affected. It's the people that work on the game. It's the people at the bottom. They always are the first to go. I do hope the game survives because I do like the game. I do enjoy playing the game. It's not for me, but it's a good getaway. Yes, yes, yes. It's definitely a great gateway in the genre, bro. Because it has a lot of like interesting ideas that I champion very much, right? I love seeing like the whole idea of like customized end screens and all that stuff. I think that's super dope. I don't think we see that quite often. We don't. I can't think of any other game that does stuff like that. And the whole idea of like a free to play fighting game, I think it's sick. Right? And if done well, that could be like the future of fighting games in general. There's definitely a space for it, I believe. Can I import some bot commands to streamer bot? No. Damn. I'm gonna have to go back and figure all of these things out, chat. Bummer. Alrighty. Let's get into this Darksiders crap. Yo, Overwatch is being pushed heavily, bro. The minute I boot up Steam, that's the first thing I see. The first thing I see is, bro, is freaking Overwatch. All right, Chad, I'm going to kill the music so I can get fully into the game. Activision Blizzard advertising money. Oh yeah, for sure. Hold up, chat. Give me a second. Chat. So the last time I played this game, I was lost as shit. I didn't remember where to go. I don't know what the next step was. Help. Oh, I'm back here. Oh, I beat the game. I beat it. Oh, shit. I beat Hollow Knight. Frame drops? You might be right. I got 112, I want to say? Or 100. I don't want to lie. Give me a second. I probably like 110, probably. Because I didn't do everything yet. I didn't do the Pantheon segment. Oh, Nico, yeah. Bro, listen. I was, for like a good 2-3 weeks, I was all Hollow Knight, bro. Stream exploded? Wait, what? Am I not live? Chat, can you see me? I wonder what's going on. Chat, we good? Let me double check. Pull up Twitch. You're live, but it's like a frame every... Oh, really? I wonder why. Oh, I see it. I'm seeing it now. What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing it on I'm watching on the stream right now. You rocking Silk Song? I haven't started Silk Song yet. Let me look at my stream manager. Yo, I think it has to do with that update, chat. It's definitely that update. I did not, bro. I'm watching this stream because I want to see what happens here. Yeah, every time I move, that shit's frozen, bro. Yeah, but it wasn't like that before. I did recently update the freaking drivers, though. So let me double check to see if that has anything to do with this shit. Because the game is actually frozen. Every time this character moves, bro. And the thing is, I don't know how to downgrade that shit. What do I do? Just click go look for the older version? I'm trying to see if it automatically turns some shit on that I didn't want. Because even Street Fighter, I've been having issues with Street Fighter too, and I never had the issue before. Yo, I feel like this shit is fucking with my settings, chat. I feel like Nvidia's messing with my settings. If you want to be, ask Reaper how to properly uninstall the new driver. Yeah, you're right. Is Reaper live? I might need his help. This is bullshit, bro. I'm just gonna see if I can fix some shit. Yeah, I might definitely have to ask Reaper at some point. No, I'm just closing out some shit. I'm not really doing anything crazy. How does it be as simple open as possible? Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna do anything like that. I was just trying to see what I can close, if there's anything that I have open. But before we didn't have this issue though. That's the thing. I didn't have this issue at all, bro. So it's weird that this is happening now. I know what I'm gonna do. I might have to just turn this shit down, the quality of this shit. Which I can't because I'm live. Absolutely amazing. I can't do any of this shit right now. Anyways. Don't hurt. Just gotta make sure to cover. I mean, you could be right. Because the thing is, I think it's also probably OBS because the game is frozen when I look at it. The game is frozen when I look at it on I'm even frozen. What the fuck? You know what, chat? Let's try another game. Let's try another game. What other game can I try? Let's try Pal World. Also, I wonder if it looks the same on YouTube. OBS is currently sitting at looks like it's still buggy. Close in the game. Didn't